For this unboxing video, I actually purchased a New Year's Eve sew-along kit from Sallie Tomato. I also purchased a PDF pattern. I never ended up doing the kit, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unbox it, and then I will do a follow-up video where I actually make what is in the kit. But I'm really excited about this. It looked like a lot of fun. So here we go. If you are new to my channel, I'm Heidi. I am a homeschool, work-at-home mom of 2 girls, and I am also a seamstress for many years, and I have my own small business doing machine embroidery. All right, so again, this kit is from Sallie Tomato. I found out about this from one of my embroidery design companies, Parker on the Porch. They were doing some exclusive embroidery designs. If you purchased the pattern from Sallie Tomato for this particular bag, I thought the pattern came with the kit, so I went ahead and ordered the kit. And then I found out later that they were 2 separate purchases. So it was fine. I called this a Christmas gift to myself, but I did not end up participating in the sew along on New Year's Eve. But let's go ahead and we'll take a look. I have not actually looked at all of the pieces, but I think this little bag is super cute. This is just, it's not like the greatest of fabrics. This will deteriorate over time. This is what some people call ollie-fun. It's a nylon fabric, and a lot of grocery bags are made out of ollie-fun. And it's great to use as a backing for certain projects, but it does wear down over time for sure. But it will be very nice to be able to keep everything in this bag until I'm ready to make it. So the first thing I have here is this little organza bag. It has a little glow stick in here, probably because, you know, New Year's, party it up. So it has a little card. Make the Veronica pattern during our New Year's Eve sew along, and then register for the virtual event. Let's see, and then it acts like a ticket. The cover charge, I think the pattern was $14.99. It includes the live stream event, the Veronica pattern, and embroidery designs from Parker on the Porch, modern embroidery designs. A lot of my bag patterns are that I sell in my shop are from Parker on the Porch. So it also includes, hopefully that's not super loud, this cute little pin cushion. I'm assuming it goes on your wrist. Are these actual pins? No, those are decorative. So that's cute. It's like a little tomato. And then, like I said, there's a little glow stick in there. So that's fun because it, you know, it acts like a little fun event situation. And then we have here Veronica pattern and retro charms New Year's Eve sew along checklist. We have created a list of items to have prepared to make your sew along more enjoyable. All supplies are available at sallietomato.com or sulky.com. So it has all of this here. Gather all your bag supplies. A physical bag supplies and embroidery supplies were included with the kit. Digital supplies are included with the registration. So some of these will be in here, and then I think some of them will not, like sewing clips and pins, I would assume. So I'm just going to move this kind of out of the way. And here we have an embroidery thread kit and some tearaway. Whenever I have talked about stabilizer in previous videos, this doesn't have like an opening, so I'm not going to open this, but this is soft, lightweight tearaway stabilizer. So usually it has kind of a paper feel, but you can put this into your embroidery hoop I do happen to have an embroidery hoop. I was working on a project. This is not the same tearaway stabilizer, but this is in fact tearaway stabilizer from a different company. I have some placement stitches on this already, but you put this in the hoop and then you put your fabric on top of it and stitch it down and then build your project basically on top of that. So there's that. I have used Sulky before. It's just, you can usually get this, you can obviously get it at sulky.com, but you can also get it at most fabric stores. It also includes some organ needles. These are size 80 by 12. Please excuse my nails, I need to do these again. These are Microtex top quality machine needles. So these should work in my sewing machine, but most likely they will also work in my embroidery machines as well, my single needle embroidery machines. And then it also includes all of these beautiful colors of embroidery thread. We've got a black, purple, pink, kind of a cream color, a gold, blue, and like a minty seafoam green. And I know that those are embroidery threads just looking at them. I should have said that. They just say Polydeco. But usually with embroidery threads, they have a little bit of a shiny sheen to them. Generally they're labeled, but okay. And then there's just this great big bag in there. So we have this here. This is cool. Kimberbell, I think, has come out with something similar. It's basically like a slap bracelet. I'm gonna take it out of the package so there's not the shine. So that's super fun because this whole set was kind of a 90s theme. Or maybe it was an 80s theme. It was they were calling it a retro theme. So it's similar to a slap bracelet, but these are great for obviously fabric rounds, but most stabilizer does come on a roll like this. So it's nice to be able to put this down on top of it. It keeps it from opening up. And then sometimes you can write like what type of stabilizer it is. What we have here, we have subcut the contrast fabric to avoid folding, so you will have the best project outcome. This is the cutting layout for the subcut sizes. So it's just telling you that they've pre-cut your fabric pieces to help avoid cutting it incorrectly. But this is kind of like a micro suede. So there's a bit of thickness to this. This is about as thick as some of my marine vinyls, but it feels nice. I think they offered this in both the blue and in a gray color. I would have preferred the gray, but by the time I was ready to purchase, it was already sold out. So, and again, if I would have known that the pattern was separate, I probably would have not purchased it at all, but it'll be fun to sew, and it comes with all the pieces, so I don't have to shop around for it. So it comes with, this is fusible woven interfacing. So the difference between interfacing and stabilizer is sort of minimal. Many times stabilizer is more of a paper type material. That's not always the case, but it's generally the case, and it is thicker. It's used to stabilize your fabrics with an embroidery machine. While interfacing is more of a fabric, and a lot of times it does have, you can kind of see there's a little shine. That is like a glue, and it gets ironed onto your pieces. So it also helps stabilize your projects, but it's for sewing and stabilization, where this bag might stand on its own. This says, new to Sallie Tomato, Turtletex. Turtletex is not your standard cotton lining fabric, it's better. This coated cotton material is water resistant, soft, and durable, making it perfect bag linings. I feel like it should say making it perfect for bag linings, but that's okay. Here's a few helpful hints for the best results. Use cool or synthetic temperatures on the cotton surface, the cotton fabric side for ironing. Pressing the coated side can be used to fuse to itself. If pressing a fold or a hem at warmer temperature settings, it gives needle recommendations and asks that we let them know how it works out for us. Okay, so this is similar to a polyurethane laminate as far as the back. PUL, which is often used for diaper making. This does have a very cottony feel to the top side of the fabric, which PUL was doing towards the end anyways. There's not a stretch to it, but this white side is kind of plasticky, and that helps it to be water resistant. For the most part, I would not suggest ever dousing things in water, because even though it says water resistant, this micro suede is not going to do well with water. So for this to have it on the lining is nice, because if you make this bag and you put something in it like your liquid foundation or a small water bottle or a perfume bottle and that leaks or breaks, it will mostly stay contained inside of the water resistant lining. However, the seams will not be water resistant, and generally the thread is not as well. So always take that water resistant label with that grain of knowledge. And then we have one more little bag here. We've got some fun stuff. We have some line 20 snaps. We have a script enamel label that says handmade. I don't know if you can see that in there. I think these pop open. I have done bag making before, so here is our little handmade, and it's got these like claws on the back. So they push through, you cut little slits into the fabric, you push them through, and then you fold these down. And it just anchors it in. And then you have these, they're just standard metal snaps, kind of basic and plain. We have some Chicago screws. So those are kind of cool. I have Chicago screws, but I've never used them, so I'm very excited about that. We have some 3/4 inch level 3 basic hardware kit. So this is, it looks like a silver finish. And some of these things you'll find on my key fobs. So I use something similar to this. This is a swivel clasp, is what I call it. It's usually used with bag making. We have some D-rings, and then we have a slider buckle. Slider buckle, I knew what that was. Okay. Let's go in here. We also have, this is a number 5 nylon coil zipper, single slide. Let's see. It says 10 inch and 9 inch. So I don't know if that means that I'm going to need to cut it to a 10 inch and a 9 inch. That's fine. When they talk about the size of the zipper, I happen to have some number 3 zipper here, because I'm working on some other bag making. Generally, when you go to the fabric store, the standard size zipper that you will find is a 3-coil. So it has something to do, you can see the teeth on this one are quite a bit smaller than the teeth on this silver one. So the only time that is super important is if your directions say, and then also if you're buying zipper tape, you need to make sure that you get the right zipper pull. So this came with 2 zipper pulls. These are super cute. They have like little lightning bolts. So these, there's a whole way to put these on with like a fork. Sometimes I can get them to stay at least, but essentially that's what it'll look like when it's all said and done. We have another swivel clasp, and then we have, they're calling this a gate ring. I feel like this should somehow open. Ah, there it is. Okay. So it opens down like this. I don't know what that's for yet, but we will figure it out as we put this whole thing together. So that is my New Year's Eve sew along kit from Sallie Tomato. I have not yet printed out the pattern, but when I do a video where I sew this all up, I will show a little bit of a little part of it will show printing the pattern and how I put the pattern together. And I will try to get a screenshot of both the photo of the purse as well as a photo of the embroidery designs that came from Parker on the Porch, because they were super cute. And essentially, they were the entire reason that I even bought any of this. I do like bag making, so I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this, but I'm very addicted to getting all of the Parker on the Porch embroidery designs. I have a lot of them. And it is one of my #1 products that I put in my own shop because the designs are made incredibly well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this unboxing, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and click that little bell for notifications when I post new videos or when I go live. I have taken a break from my live streams in 2024 for April and May, but I will be coming back in June. That will be on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. And I will put links to this kit if it is still available, as well as if this pattern is still available. I'll put those in the description, as well as links to my email list and my website and Etsy shops in case you want to do a little shopping. Or if you subscribe to the email list, it signs you up for a 20% off discount on your first purchase, as well as updates when I have new videos, blog posts, or any sales or giveaways. Thanks again. Have a great day.